All right, welcome back to Tarot Academy. I'm Spencer, your host as always. If you're new here, or a student, or one of our past graduates, welcome back. Let's start today's pick a card reading with the topic. It is an open-ended and totally free from initial prejudice, initial idea, initial thought. This is a completely open-ended what you need to hear right now message, pick a card reading. We have 4 options here. 4 stones before us. Pile 1 will be represented by this beautiful piece of green aventurine. Take a moment, examine its energy, decide if this is the stone that's going to resonate with you. Pile number 2 will be represented by a lovely, passionate piece of rose quartz or pink quartz. So take another moment, examine the stone that is far nicer than my unmanicured nails. Pile number 3 will be represented by this very nice piece of red jade. Lots of detail in this stone. Very, very nice. Always reminds me of spaghetti sauce. I have no idea why. So that will be pile number 3. And last but certainly not least, black onyx. A deep, angsty stone. Pile number 4 has quite the energy behind it. Reminds me of the night sky every time I look up. So, take a moment, figure out which energy resonates with you the best. There are timestamps below in the description. Otherwise, stay tuned. We're going to get into green aventurine pile number 1 in just a moment. You're hitting him with 7 sticks. Is there any other thing you can beat him with? You've already beat the hell out of him. Everything in the room you're using to beat him. Every single thing he's done in the past. You're not letting him forget. And this may... Alright, green aventurine. Pile number 1. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. Let's see what your future holds. What message Spirit is trying to deliver to you right now. In this moment. Let's see what's going on. We will be doing a simple 9-card spread, of course incorporating reversals. Why else would we do the mess spread? God knows, there is no salting of the deck here. There is no... I am not trying to manipulate this message for you in any way. This is a genuine reading, and I should hope that this message resonates with you in a genuine manner that allows you to make the positive changes necessary in your life, or to maintain the current track you're on. It all depends on what the cards are going to tell us. As for the general energies I'm getting so far, I don't want to speculate. Earlier I stated that this would be a reading free of prejudice and forethought. I'm going to keep it that way and maintain no prediction. And I'm going to do that with all of the stones. So let's see what we have here. Well, the Ace of Swords. So that is our initial energy right off the bat. The Ace of Swords. Uprights, of course. And I am interpreting it from my perspective, and then flipping it for you. So the meaning is the same, the position is the same. It's just a matter of camera angle. Now, what do we have here off the bat? First and foremost, I would have to say that this is a card of verbal integrity, a card of verbal acuity, someone with a very high opinion of both themselves, their abilities. They're confident in the spoken word. And if you hear that and you think to yourself, dear God, I am so flustered, I am so not self-confident, I don't consider myself a person of eloquence, I didn't go to university, I didn't do this, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be Oprah with your spoken word. That's not what this card implies. It merely means that when the time comes, you will know what to say. And that is the energy of the first reading, the first card. Interesting. The King of Swords reversed. One might say that everything I had previously said with the Ace of Swords here, is completely negated by the presence of this card. An amateur reader might tell you that. However, I know better, in that this indicates the fall of someone who is riding on that high horse, who believes that they can do no wrong, that their energy is 100% pure, and they themselves should not suffer in any manner anyone else's transgression. But you, of course, are coming in, you know what to say, and you're going to take this person down a peg, and it is justified. That is why we have here a king reversed, the King of Swords. This person fancies themselves the end-all be-all. Their word is law, their word is truth, and their word is justice. However, they represent the false prophet, and you, in this instance, are the one who will take them back down to reality. And once you've done this, their magic will drain from their persona. They will no longer appear to be the untouchable individual that they portray themselves to be publicly. They will no longer be perceived as indestructible, untouchable, or all-powerful. The Magician reversed. Now, this is a very interesting first 3 cards here, and I state that because we offer free 3-card mini readings along with free birth chart readings. You just go down, click the link in the description below, chat with one of our students, let them know your birthday, pick 3 cards completely free, and we'll send you that free mini reading as well as your free birth chart reading. And just a quick, got me thinking with the 3 cards here, but if I was to draw this for someone in the 3-card mini reading, I would say that the individual who is holding you back in some way, some context, perhaps a person who uses their words against you, is manipulating you verbally, is telling you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Basically the opposite of the interpretation I'm giving you here. I'm telling you what you need to hear, what the deck is telling me to translate for you. This is what you need to hear, and it might not be what you want to hear, because perhaps this person is someone of importance in your life. Maybe you love them, maybe they are a lover, but if that is the case, by revealing this truth to them, they should certainly correct themselves if they feel the same way about you and are not portraying their feelings as a falsehood towards you. The 5 of Pentacles. This is a powerful card in the context that there will be a cold shoulder here. We see the symbolism of this card. 2 people outside of a grand cathedral, outside of a wealthy a grand church building, a cathedral, edifice representing wealth. These 2 individuals are poor in their dress, poor in their appearance. They're poor in their health as well, as indicated by the crutch. Now we see here it is winter. There is snow on the ground. A blizzard is blowing. There is conflict, mild conflict, but there is a frosty atmosphere. You may be ghosted by this individual. You may ghost them. Either way, relations are cold. Relations are not well, to say the least. It is fortunate, though, I know the energies I'm feeling with this next card indicate to me that this is only a brief period. It's a very, very, very small amount of time that you will be suffering this indignity, shall we say, this momentary setback. It's very, very brief. Precisely. When you've been reading for as long as I have, you begin to interpret the deck quite well. The precognition one has when they've been working with a deck for as long as they have, especially in this case, it's reflected by what I just said. I mentioned that this period of uncomfortable circumstance would come to an end relatively soon. Here is further evidence of that with the 7 of Swords. Reversed, of course. Were this upright, I would be proven wrong. However, following its reversal, I am proven right. Now, what do we see here? We see a lone figure departing a camp. I will turn this around for explanation's sake. There is a camp in the background, a village. This individual is sneaking away. Look at the satisfaction on his face. He has stolen swords, stolen words. These do not belong to him, and he is returning to his camp. He is leaving, running away. However, reversed, this indicates the destruction of those lies and those false ways. Remember what I had said prior here. You will have the right words. You will know what to say to disarm this individual here who is using their magic with words, using their silver tongue to manipulate you in a manner that was to their benefit, but not necessarily to your own. We spoke of the frosty relations here that will quickly be rectified, and now we have here the rectification of those past wrongs. They are righting the wrongs. The status quo, the circumstance outlined here, is out the window, completely gone. We have here the reversal of fortune. If the Wheel of Fortune appeared here, it would be just as justified, but this is probably a much deeper analysis, a much deeper representation of how quickly change is to come and how quickly it is to benefit you. Precisely. The Three of Cups reversed. One might say that perhaps this indicates that your relationship is over, that the good times are over, but that merely indicates that his party is over. You need to look at him and his lies, his words, as the wine in the cup that these women drink. You've been drinking his Kool-Aid, drinking his wine for long enough. That circumstance is over once and for all. The Two of Pentacles reversed. Very interesting. This comes to you now. You are taking advantage of the situation, and you should not do so. You see his reversal of fortune, the fact that things are now a level playing field, rather than approaching it on an equal footing, as indicated by the Two of Pentacles upright. You have decided to incorporate exactly what he did to you and reverse it. Now you begin to manipulate him, to pull his heartstrings, to weave his actions and his mind in a manner that is favorable to you. Why you're doing this? Is it revenge? A little bit. Is it because you can? Mostly. It's mostly simply because you can. You see an opportunity to seize power, and so you do. How very Trumpian of you. Perhaps you are Donald Trump. And you're hitting him from multiple angles, I see, with the Seven of Wands. You stab at him from every possible angle. This is truly the most bitter form of vengeance. I would personally not want to attack you. Dear God, you, hell hath no fury like your scorn, apparently. You're hitting him with 7 sticks. Is there any other thing you can beat him with? You've already beat the hell out of him. Everything in the room you're using to beat him. Every single thing he's done in the past. You're not letting him forget. And this may lead to the permanent detriment of your relationship if you don't lighten up. Well, it would appear that this is going to cost you financially. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. I would very much caution you with the approach you're taking. I do believe that it is being overdone. We have the Seven of Wands here. You're hitting him far too hard. You're hitting him so hard that it's beginning to impact his ability to work. It's beginning to impact his ability to provide. It's beginning to impact your material situation. Scale it back a bit. Just scale it back a bit. Remember, if you want vengeance, if you want to feel righteous, to feel powerful in your assault of him, you can continue to do this. You can continue to go down this path. But know that the price is financial. The price is monetary. And that is what the message is for you today, pile number 1, Green Jade. If you like this reading, please give us a like and subscribe. Hit that link below. Grab that free 3-card mini reading. Grab that free birth chart reading. My name is Spencer with Tarot Academy. We post every single day. Thank you so much. You will have the world returned to you. This individual will give you the money you're owed, and more, whether they give you... All right, pile number 2, Pink Quartz. I'm always excited for the second pile readings. It is always the most popular pile people pick. I don't know if it is because pile number 2 in numerology is of course feminine energy, or the fact that rose quartz is without a doubt the most beautiful stone, and it is normally pile number 2. I think in the future I might switch it up, see if numerology is the reason behind it, or if it's merely the stone. Who knows? But what I do know is we're going to be doing a 9-card spread that incorporates reversals, because why the hell wouldn't we? Now, we will see what this message holds for you. We're going to see if you need to correct anything, or if you need to maintain your current course. We'll see what the universe has to tell you, and I will interpret for you the truth of what's going to happen shortly. Let's see what lies in your future, Pink Quartz. I am thrilled to see, and I am of course suspending a general precognitive feeling about this, as earlier I had stated we're going to enter this without any biases, and even though I do have a general energy feeling about this, I don't want to salt your opinion. Well then, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. I will of course be drawing from my angle and then reversing it, turning it for your interpretation. It is merely a position of camera. It does not change the origin of the card nor its meaning. So what do we have here? The Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Knight is obviously a card of the ages between 28 and 45. It is that middle period in life. Knights are powerful, intelligent, though not as intelligent as the Queen or the King. The Knight of Pentacles is the card of money and its arrival. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest card in the tarot deck and of the Knight suites, as well as the fact that when it's reversed, this could indicate that any money you're expecting, any financial gain, any financial advantage you may or may not be expecting, it's going to be coming a little bit slower to you. It doesn't mean that you won't be receiving it. It just means that if you expect to receive a bonus from work, payout from someone who owes you, this is going to be delayed. And it's going to be delayed not too long is the energy I get, the feeling I get, but let's see what the next card comes up with, because God knows we'll find out. Well, the Lovers reversed. Okay, that's interesting. So here we have a contextual card. I feel like this is money that a significant other owes you, though it could be an ex. I feel like it's probably not a family member involved in any way with this debt, but I do think that this financial situation is going to cause some strain on your relationship, which is why the Lovers are reversed. Were they upright, I would say that you're not necessarily in need of this money, and you're okay with it taking a while to come back to you. But with the reversal of the Lovers, I am concerned that you are in fact in need of this cash, and it's definitely causing you a bit of pain, a bit of hardship. Okay, unfortunately, this pain, this hardship, it's going to cause a stinging exchange of words. We have the Page of Swords upright. Pages are young, pages are brash, bold, arrogant in their action, and unlearned. The sword is, of course, the suite of verbal acuity, verbal words, accusation, truth, lies, the spoken word. So in the context of this 3-card spread here, I would say that this money you're expecting is going to arrive slower. It is owed by someone you care about deeply, and you don't want your relationship to be impacted. But unfortunately, words are going to be exchanged that do impact your relationship. Now, if this was a 3-card mini reading, which, by the way, I do for free, you can click the link below, get a free mini reading, as well as get a free birth chart reading. Just talk to one of our students. Link is in the description below. If it was just this reading, I would say acknowledge that you're not going to get your money right away. It's going to take time. Work with this person to give them their time, because this is just the will of the universe. You're not going to be getting that money right away, so there's no reason to be salty over it. There's no reason to exchange words, name-calling, etc. Don't bother with that. I would heed you to hold your tongue. Oh boy, the Queen of Wands reversed. This has been a long time since I've seen the pumpkin lady, as I call her. Look at that dress. Is that not a beautiful pumpkin orange? It's like pumpkin spice latte spilled all over her. Now, this is a contextual card. Obviously, this is representative of you. You are a woman. Here's you on your throne. You have a black cat. You have a magic wand. You are the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Magic. You are a magician, a witch, whatever. Here's you. Here's you reversed as you were drawn. This is contextual. I'm going to draw another card here so I can fully interpret this. But you are going to be doing something I already know from the past 3 cards, that you're going to be doing something you're later going to regret in an effort to recoup that money right away. And that could lead to the destruction of your relationship with this individual, but I don't think so. I think you're going to unjustly harm this person as retribution, as payback for being slow in giving you your money. You're basically acting like the Godfather. Yep, here we are. Fascinating. Again, another contextual card. What does this mean? Give it a moment. I'm going to pause this for 1 second and plug my camera's charger in. My apologies, thank you for bearing with me. Now, do you recall earlier how I had said that you were going to take some sort of action against this person that would be negative, and definitely not pan out, something I actually believe to be totally unnecessary? Well, Temperance reversed, of course, a contextual card. This spoke, I told you would do something that would be rash. Here is Temperance reversed. What does that indicate to us? A rash action. Upright, Temperance, of course, indicates justice, level-headed thinking, some sort of way of approaching something that is intelligent, well thought out, cognizant, and mature. Reversed, of course, it would be the opposite. This is a very Donald Trump reaction to things right now. So I don't know what your political leanings are, but you probably don't want to be taking Trumpian action against this person. Maybe you should just do an angry tweet and call it a day. But I had spoken of how this was contextual, so let us see what the deck has to say. Well, okay. So, again, I had spoken down here about rash action and watching out for those words that would hurt this other person. Here we have the King of Swords reversed. So, basically, down here you were spitting poison, now you're spitting fire. Spitting venom, spitting death, anger, hatred, unbelievable. Combined with Temperance, reversed, holy shit, do you hate this person all of a sudden? Brutal, 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 brutal. I would ask you in this point of the reading if your relationship with this person is worth saving. I don't know how much money they owe you, but chances are it's not millions of dollars. And while it may have a significant impact on your life, the amount of money that they owe you, I would just say to exercise Temperance upright and the Queen of Wands upright, and instead of cursing this person's entire bloodline, maybe just recognize that the money isn't worth the emotional harm, the emotional pain it's causing you, and that you will cause them, as well as the amount of time and effort it's going to take you to harm this person or manipulate them into giving you your money back or simply spiting them for the hell of it. Okay, well, the Two of Cups reversed. So you're going to destroy your relationship is what you're trying to tell me, over a little bit of money. Or not even the fact that you won't get paid, just the fact that it's going to take longer for you to get paid. So this is a card of a bridge burning. You're going to burn a bridge because there's been a delay in payment. Now this delay, I don't know how long it's going to take, but is it long enough where it justifies you destroying the relationship you had with this person? Who knows? Not me. I don't know the specifics. This is a general reading for those of you who are owed money. There's a reason why you picked Pink Quartz pile number 2. There's a reason for this. You, of course, know. I'm merely telling you what you have to do. I'm interpreting the will of the deck. This is the action you must take. I encourage you to exercise temperance. You want to be a good person, do you not? And here we are. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. So just know that this is the karma card, and when it's reversed, this means that what action you take against this person, if you hex them, if you curse their entire bloodline here, Queen of Wands, Queen of Magic, guess what? It's coming back on you threefold. We know the laws of magic indicate that anything you take against a person, any action you take against someone, if it backfires with 3 times the effect that you initially intended. So if you go down this path of attacking an individual for owing you, say, $100 or $1,000, the Wheel of Fortune reversed is saying, hey, listen to Spencer, because this is going to backfire. You're going to lose $300. You're going to lose $3,000. You're going to lose a hell of a lot more money if you pursue this course of action. And that's why I'm imploring you not to. But it appears you listen. My apologies. Because here is the world. Here is the world upright. Here is the world upright. So, what this means is if you don't take this action, this path of anger, this path of angst, this path of the devil, of the King of Swords reversed, you will have the world returned to you. This individual will give you the money you're owed and more. Whether they give you more money, they do a favor for you, they bring you a gift, they help you in some way, they're going to do something to show you their gratitude for your patience. The Queen of Wands can be a patient card. She can be. Reversed, she doesn't have to be the Queen of Witches. She can be patient. Take your time. Show love to this individual. Show love to this person. Embrace the Cancer element within you. Show love to this person. Right? There's no need to be a fire sign 24/7. There's just no need for it. Show love. Embrace the world here, and you too shall receive the world. Thank you for this reading. Pile number 2, Pink Quartz. I enjoyed it greatly. Please like and subscribe. We post pick a card readings every single day. Comment down below what subject you'd like us to cover next. And if you want that free 3-card pick a card reading, the mini reading, as well as the free birth chart, there's a link in the description below. I'm Spencer with Tarot Academy. Thank you so much, guys. I love you a lot. Arrived so swiftly. That demon of change, of inability to make up your mind, all of these things is indicated by the departure. And again, okay, Red Jasper, pile number 3. Let's see what your future holds, what your near future holds. We'll be doing a simple 9-card spread, incorporating reversals, of course, because it is not a real reading if you don't incorporate reversals. Tarot has many meanings, but it is largely a relationship of the opposites, meaning a card that represents, say, the good, upright, can also represent the negative in its reversed form. We have heaven and we have hell for a reason. Now, normally I would give a general reading on what I feel the energy of the cards is going to be in this moment. However, I am going to suspend that, because earlier I stated we would approach this with no precognizance, with no initial feelings, with no biases. So we're going to see what the draw is without such things. Now, the Knight of Cups, upright. Excellent reading, excellent initial card, fantastic initial energy. And remember, I will be drawing, interpreting it from my perspective, and flipping it so you can see it. It doesn't change the meaning of the card, it's just a matter of camera angle. Now, what does the Knight of Cups mean? The Knight of Cups is the fastest card in all of Tarot, even faster than the Chariot. The Cups are the suite of emotions, so this is going to be a period where there's going to be a lot of rapid emotions flowing through your mind. They could be about love, money, family, relationships, sex, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a lot of emotions flying through your mind in the coming days here, and they're going to arrive fast. You can see when you observe the Knight of Cups, he has wings on his helmet, wings on his feet. His horse has cups, has fish on his saddle. Fish, of course, are Pisces. Pisces, very emotional energy. We see water, Cancer, a water sign, very emotional energy. His horse is in motion, moving swiftly, hooves up. He's trotting along. The knight himself looks off into the distance. This is very, very emotional card. Let's see what else we have here. Knight of Swords, pardon me, Page of Swords. So with these emotions flying through your mind as quickly as they are, flying through your heart, your soul, as fast as they can, you're going to find yourself saying things that you probably shouldn't. It's going to catch you off guard. You're going to be putting forward words that you truly do not believe, things that have no backing in your heart. They're merely spit forward because of the emotion of the moment. In the heat of the moment, you're going to have words come forward that you later regret. The Page of Swords is youthful, brash, quick with his tongue, quick with his action, and he quickly regrets it because he is young and unlearned. He is not a wise card. The Knight of Cups, he's not the wisest card, but he's far, far wiser than a page. And you're going to use these emotions to your full advantage. You're going to use your words to your full advantage, and you're going to think that you're gaining the upper hand, but the reality is you're setting yourself up for a hard fall coming forward. The Seven of Swords upright. So you're using these new emotions, this new flurry of feelings, to your advantage. The Seven of Swords is a man leaving a camp, stealing swords, stealing words, stealing wisdom, stealing. He's a thief. You are a thief in this instant. What are you stealing? It remains to be seen. I don't know yet, but you know very well what you're taking. You know exactly what you're doing. It could be as simple as taking advantage of somebody, but you know what you're doing. Now, if you want a free 3-card mini reading that would interpret as much as we did just now, you can click the link in the description below, chat with one of our students, and if you give us your birthday too, we'll give you a free birth chart reading. That's just a quick little service we do completely free, and I always bring it up when we reach 3 cards in our reading because it reminds me of a free 3-card mini reading and all the energy, all the information, all of the clairsentience that is to come that can be contained in merely 3 tarot cards. Well, all right. The Knight of Pentacles. You're going to have quite the stable of emotions and money here. Quite the occurrence. Yeah, your emotions are pouring in, but it would appear that your bank account is getting equally massaged. That is a fortuitous little draw there, pile number 3, Red Jasper. I'm a bit envious myself. You know, I love money too. I love money. So does this guy. Now, what does this mean? I mean, this basically just means the arrival of money. So what are you doing? Are you manipulating? Are you using this influx of emotion, this influx of sensitivity, this influx of Cancer, Pisces energy? Are you using that to manipulate someone into delivering you money, to getting you some money? Do you have a sugar daddy that you're manipulating here? What's going on? I don't know. Maybe you have a sugar daddy. Perhaps you go and you get a sugar daddy. I mean, if I was a woman, I would probably get a sugar daddy. Why not? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, not the best here. You're imprisoning yourself as a result of these emotions. Do you see how this appears to be a figure? He's standing outside of a prison. He has a bandage on his head. He's wounded himself in some form, some way, shape, or form. And of course, tarot, the gender is not specific. It does not matter. I'm merely interpreting the illustration. This is interesting, but it is contextual. So we're going to draw again, and we're going to keep it rolling. But I do find it funny that you've been so manipulative down here, and it's paid off financially, but now it appears that you've trapped yourself in a prison. Whether this is a prison of emotion, a monetary prison, a prison of lies. Perhaps you regret an action you took. Let's see. Yes, the Queen of Wands reversed. It would appear that you're using some magic, some new abilities you've gained recently for your own ends, and this is of course not turning out the way you hoped for it. There is regret here, and it's unfortunate that there is regret, because it appears things turned out for you quite well here, but now there's regret. Why? What is the context of this regret? I don't necessarily know. We'll have to see what the next card entails. Ah, you got caught. You got caught. Damn it, why did you get caught? You thought you could loot the bank, you thought you could use your silver tongue, steal what you could, but unfortunately you got caught. We have Judgment upright. So this is the Archangel Gabriel, of course, representing a higher power. Whether this is the individual whom you've wronged's intuition, whether it is, say, the law, whether it's God, church, the angel himself. And this down here, these individuals, this is you. These are your feelings, your emotions. Remember I said there was that flurry of emotion down here? That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. You've been caught. What you do with that remains to be seen. But remember, you can change all of this. This is what is to come. This is what's to come in the near future. You're seeing the future here, as interpreted through tarot. So when you begin to feel this flurry of emotion, you can know from this reading, you can think back to what Spencer said, what the cards put forward, and you can say, okay, I feel this flurry of emotion. I'm going to hold my tongue. I'm not going to lash out verbally. I'm not going to take advantage of the situation for my financial benefit, because I know that I will regret it emotionally. I will regret it inside my karmic law. My karma will be stained, and I know I'm going to get caught. So I'm going to avoid this entire vicious cycle. I'm going to avoid it. I'm going to rise above it. Indeed. The Eight of Wands reversed. So typically this is the card of air travel. Now in the age of Corona, there's really no air travel, so that's completely irrelevant. What this means is that your emotional mood is going to be so heavily impacted by what's going on here, it's going to completely negate the effects of the emotions brought upon by the Knight of Cups down here. You had that flurry of emotion here. This is the departure of that emotional flurry. This is a card of winds, a card of change, a card of sweeping reform. It sweeps in like that. So these emotions, remember, you got caught here. These emotions are leaving. This is the departure of what arrived so swiftly. That demon of change, of inability to make up your mind, all of these things is indicated by the departure. And again, you can avoid all of this if you refuse to go down this path here. You can avoid all of this. If you refuse to manipulate for your own benefit, you can avoid the retribution here. This is positive karma down here. This is negative karma up here. That is the general energy of the spread. There's really no other way to put it. Yes, faded glory, false glory, undeserved glory. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands upright, it's someone who everybody is happy to see. When this individual walks in the party, everyone loses their mind. Everyone is so glad this person is here. You see the individual wears a laurel crown. He has a laurel on his wand. He rides upon a lavishly decorated horse. Very popular card. Pardon me. Reversed, however, it is the opposite. Pursuing this path down here leads to this. Leads to not only the destruction of your action down here, but the destruction of your reputation as well. The destruction of your reputation. It's terribly unfortunate, but that's how it is. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe. I'm Spencer with Tarot Academy. Please grab that free 3-card mini reading as well as that birth chart reading. There's a link in the description below. And comment what you would like us to cover next. We do pick a card readings every single day. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you very much. I love you again. I'm Spencer with Tarot Academy. Here's you, this individual. You're wearing a crown. You're dressed lavishly. It's a beautiful fur coat, by the way. It looks like Dior or Givenchy. You're literally wearing money on your head like a wrapper. You're holding money like a child. And you have money on the ground. That's how rich you are. You're literally standing on money, wearing money, and holding money like a baby. Alright, Black Onyx, let's get to it. Let's see what the near future holds for you, what energies permeate the deck, and what secrets will be revealed with the draw. We'll be doing a 9-card spread. 9 is, of course, the number of completion, and if you can tell by the mess shuffle, we always incorporate reversals because sometimes tarot wants to tell us one thing or the other. It's very simple. Anyone who doesn't incorporate reversals is not a real reader, and that's probably why they charge $20 instead of $500. So, let's see what's going on in your near future. I would normally give a general energy reading at this point, like I always do, but in the beginning I told you I was going to suspend judgment, suspend opinions, etc. So we're going to skip that today, and let's see what the cards have in store for you. Ooh, Black Onyx. Black Onyx. Is there someone you fancy in your life? Is there a little bit of love involved? Perhaps even a tryst? Perhaps a love that is not so developed yet? We have the 3 of Swords, upright. What a nice little card. Now, it is a little bit too early to give an enormous amount of speculation on what exactly this means. This is very much a contextual card. So I'm going to suspend judgment for the moment, and we're going to see what else the deck holds for you. And I will be interpreting it from my angle, and then turning it to face you. The meaning of the card does not change. It's just a matter of camera angle. And is this individual wealthy? Is there some money involved? Some serious money involved? Do they come from a wealthy family? Do they have wealthy parents? Perhaps they themselves are a very successful professional. I definitely think there could be some wedding bells in the works here, Black Onyx. The 10 of Pentacles, upright. What a fantastic draw so far. I'm rooting for you. I don't know if putting a ring on your finger means you're getting that bag, or if this individual coming into your life comes from a very successful, wealthy, established lineage. We see, of course, a young couple, husband, wife. They have a child. There's 2 dogs, 2 hounds, and an older, wealthy man. A lavish estate in the background in a prosperous large city. And of course, countless coins, countless pentacles. Extraordinary wealth on display here, Black Onyx. Congratulations. Ah. But at what cost? At what cost? I portrayed such enthusiasm here, I have neglected the possibility that there could be some sort of tragic element involved. We have the true death card. The 10 of Swords, upright. Many people in tarot believe that death in the major arcana is emblematic of death itself, but that is not the case. Very rarely does the death card actually mean death. This is the true death card, the 10 of Swords. You see the man's cloak is an allegory for the blood a human would shed after being pierced by 10 swords, as this man has. Dark skies in the background, stormy waters, the grass blowing about, indicates a tempest, a violent tempest. This could be a scene after a great battle took place. Something has occurred here, some form of tragedy, some form of disappointment, some form of conflict. This would be an extraordinarily powerful 3-card reading. If you want a free 3-card mini reading and a free birth chart reading, click the description below. There's a link. You can talk to one of our students. Just type in the chat. Let them know your birthday. Draw 3 cards in the chat. We'll give you a free 3-card mini reading just like this. And of course we have 6 cards to go, but I'm always reminded of when we promote that during the 3 cards here. So, there could be someone you fancy, the death of that relationship, a breakup, perhaps significant money is involved, perhaps a divorce, perhaps one side getting screwed in the divorce. There's a lot to parlay here. A lot to parlay. I am going to continue on the draw. Well, okay. We spoke of conflict earlier. The 7 of Wands, reversed. A man fending off multiple sticks, multiple wands. He stands alone atop a hill. He himself bears a wand. This could indicate your failure in a struggle, in a fight, in a battle, whether it's in, say, divorce court, or perhaps a fight over a will, a fight over a family inheritance, perhaps a family member is giving out money, an allowance of some sort. Perhaps if you yourself have an allowance, or perhaps if you have a sugar daddy, there's an issue here with the money that you would traditionally expect or be provided to you. Your allowance, your justly earned allowance, what you feel is due, is not necessarily being delivered as one might think. This could also indicate surrender. The Seven of Wands. You see the situation hopeless. You see it's hopeless. There's no point in fighting. And so you simply give in. That is why it is reversed. As for what your fate holds, as for what Lady Fortuna says about the future, that's up in the air. But it would appear that you have a new beginning. You turn over a new leaf, and it seems as though the destruction of your past income, one that you relied on so lavishly, has forced you to cultivate new income, cultivate new heirs, begin a new journey of entrepreneurship, self-reliance, self-growth, and indeed one that would pay off in terms that appear to be far wealthier than anything in the past. We see this with the Seven of Pentacles, a very powerful card of self-reliance, self-prosperity, patience, a lot of patience here. We see a man tending to his crop, a farmer. Looks a bit like marijuana or broccoli, not entirely sure. But we see in between all that marijuana and broccoli, look at all that money. Look at all those gold coins. If he was a drug dealer, he'd be so rich, it would be unbelievable. He'd make DJ Khaled look poor. We'll pin this. Huh. Remember how I had spoke prior about literally 2 seconds ago? Remember that? Remember 4 seconds ago? 6 seconds ago I had said that you were embarking on a journey of self-reliance. Here we are yet again. It would appear that the fruits of your labor are paying off in kind. Here's you, this individual. You're wearing a crown. You're dressed lavishly. It's a beautiful fur coat, by the way. It looks like Dior or Givenchy. You're literally wearing money on your head like a wrapper. You're holding money like a child. And you have money on the ground. That's how rich you are. You're literally standing on money, wearing money, and holding money like a baby. I would say that whatever financial endeavor you've embarked on is working quite well. It's working out quite well. And you've done a lot of self-growth. A lot of self-growth. Oh my God, self-growth? Jeez, listen to me. That must be smoking crack. And earlier I spoke of the conflict with the Seven of Wands, the giving up. It would appear that conflict has left your life. Period. We have the Five of Wands, another card of conflict, completely reversed. It seems like you are de-stressing and cashing checks at the same time. Every negative aspect of your life has seemed to be cleaned out. All that negative karma has been flushed from your system. It's completely gone and replaced by, well, wealth, prosperity, entrepreneurship, self-reliance, self-determination, and a total lack of conflict. I don't know what you did in a past life to deserve this, but you're going to have to let me know down in the comments right after you like and subscribe, so that way I can ask how I can influence my next life. You know how I just spoke about the past life? When you read tarot for as long as I have, you obviously begin to intuit what the deck is going to tell you next. And here's further evidence. The Queen of Cups, also known as the Queen of Past Lives, the Queen of Emotion, and a Herald of Karma. Not the Queen of Karma, but a Herald of Karma, a priestess of karma, so to speak. She elicits great feelings of emotion, positive and negative, in this case positive. Earlier I predicted her arrival by stating that you become self-reliant. You go from being the queen who married the king to become the queen, to the queen who conquered her own kingdom, who founded her own queendom, so to speak, her own empire. Self-assured, self-secured. Remember, you're the one wearing the Givenchy coat. And here you are. The Queen of Pentacles is the wealthiest female card, but I would say you're doing alright. It's Pretty nice crown. You have naked children on your throne. That usually means money. You're holding a very nice cup, the cup of emotions, the emotional suite. There's another child there holding up your throne. And the pebbles on the ground could actually be gold. Who knows? Regardless, though, you are doing well. You're doing very well. Let's see what the final card in the draw is. Ah, fascinating. Unfortunately, you're not going to be taking a vacation anytime soon. Obviously, due to lockdown. Every single reading I have done, it normally shows the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords or the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is the card of air travel, this is the card of sea travel. So we take it at its face value, there's no travel going on, obviously. But let's remove the obvious interpretation and dive deep like I always enjoy doing, except in certain contexts. Now, what does this mean? Mastery of emotion. This is a sword suite, yes, but look at the water we have here. We have water at the bottom of the card, we have a boat, more water, look how calm the seas are. Notice how calm the seas are? So this is a hidden emotion card, a hidden cup suite card, despite the fact it displays swords. So what I would say is, right next to a cup card, the Queen of Cups, you're master of the emotion, you are queen of the kingdom, of the queendom, of the empire, whatever. You have mastered those emotions that were distraught as a result of the Three of Swords down here. Remember, these are both swords cards. We have the Three of Swords here and the Five of Swords here. Pardon me, the Six of Swords here. What is 3 multiplied by 2? 6. Beginning is 3, end is 6. Beginning, end. Pain, mastery of that pain. So congratulations, Black Onyx. What a fantastic reading. If you want to grab that free 3-card mini reading, link is in below, free birth chart too. Also, please like and subscribe and comment down below what you want the next pick a card reading to be about. Comment what you thought of this. I love doing these. I do this every day for you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.